AI Today in 5 for February 26, 2026. In this podcast, we're going to look at 5 short stories curated by me, Tom Fox, about AI, compliance, risk management, and the greater business world. We'll give you a short 5-minute daily set of stories that you can use to think about how you can use AI in your compliance program going forward. This is one of the most interesting innovations that I have come across in all of my time in compliance. I've written a book, Upping Your Game, about the use of AI and how it will transform compliance, literally starting now and certainly by 2030. The Use AI or Lose Your Job edition. The first story comes to us from the Wall Street Journal, which reports that tech firms aren't just encouraging workers to use AI, they're enforcing it. From startups to giants, including Meta and Google, companies are factoring AI use into performance reviews and tracking productivity gains, i.e., AI is no longer optional if you work in tech. Well, what's wrong with that? If we want to incentivize people to use AI, you put it in their performance review. It's important to the company. Well, this is, I think, the way to enforce that. Next up, from WVNS-TV, the Department of Treasury has issued new resources to steer how AI is used in the financial sector. According to the DOT, 2 resources that are announced are a shared AI intelligence lexicon and financial services AI risk management framework. The resources are in line with President Trump's AI action plan, which calls for clear standards, shared understanding, and risk-based governance to ensure AI is deployed safely and responsibly. In another way to look at this, Pillsbury reports NIST has launched an AI agent standard initiative and seeks industry input. The National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, has launched this new initiative to support development of interoperable, secure AI agents and has issued a request for information on securing AI agents and announced a series of virtual listening sessions to identify barriers to artificial intelligence adoption. The era of merely experimenting with autonomous AI agents is quickly giving way to enterprise development, and NIST wants us all to help develop the standards for this. Next up, from DigWatch, EU AI enforcement action has begun and it's reshaping startup compliance landscape. EU AI startups face stiff regulatory shifts as the first AI Act provisions take effect. The first enforcement provisions of the EU AI Act entered into force on February 2nd, marking a turning point for Europe's AI startup ecosystem. The initial phase targets unacceptable risk systems, including social scoring, real-time biometric surveillance in public places, and manipulative AI practices. Through regulation and penalties, the EU AI Act hopes to stop these actions. And our final story comes to us from Healthcare IT News, which says that human in the loop for healthcare requires experienced AI leaders. The goal is not to micromanage individual clinical solutions, but to shape how technology is governed and trusted at scale. So human in the loop is always a critical element, and now it's been refocused on for the healthcare sector. Thanks so much for listening today. We look forward to visiting with you on our final show for this week, tomorrow on Friday. On the intersection of AI and compliance, I hope you will check out my book, Upping Your Game. In this, I look at critical components of a compliance program through the lens of AI and try to articulate where we are today and where we will be going down the future. It's a great introduction to the intersection of compliance and AI and will help guide you in your journey through AI for compliance.